Why must I rotate the device? I've got the funny, clever device. Okay, okay. It doesn't want me to do any wide angle views of the beautiful jungle. Yes, the beautiful jungle. I think I mentioned last time you can do the dating game in that house over there. How are you beautiful people doing? Yes, the plankton of the banking system are being hoovered up by the whale sharks. The whale sharks, whose dealing rooms, no doubt, are shorting the absolute goddamn hell out of any possible high quality, localized, regionalized US bank, so that they can suddenly receive their deposits as the share price falls and we get a confidence panic that sees the banking deposits flow to the big, too big to fail. The owners of the Fed, ironically, the Fed seems to have made it very good for very big banks. You know, their own shareholders, the owners of the Fed, seem to be benefiting really well out of this local banking crisis. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just a coincidence, I suspect? Yes, how are you all doing? How are you all doing? And tomorrow we have this interesting event. Your red hot labor market. Never forget to go. It's red hot like a 99-year-old grandma smoking a spliff under the tree there, my friend. So red hot you want to climb all over it. That's right. Your red hot labor market is coming in with numbers tomorrow with a birth death model and every other fraud and deception that they will proliferate and put to you in terms of creating the great lie. The great lie, my friends. The great lie. Oh dear, oh dear. We are so deep. We are balls deep in a recession, my good friends. We have had 7 months of downward house trajectories. We are having contractions on lendings. We are having subprime cars. But you have a red hot labor market. Yes, indeed. We are so balls deep in a recession that the credit is being reduced. Quality is being required. The big five that are behind 45% of the Nasdaq's climb are laying off 10, 15, and 20% of their San Francisco woke employees. Oh, I feel terrible for them. Don't you feel terrible for them? Say you feel terrible for them. Yep, and many others. All of that is happening in the red hot labor market that you will see further evidence for the strength in the labor market. Okay, so we're hoovering up all the rats and mice of the banking cartel, which means the big banks get to buy lower multiple earnings. That's right, because they don't have high PEs, but the big banks do. Why? Too big to fail. We've got someone at our back, that guy who makes all the decision, Uncle Fed, that we happen to own. Isn't that funny? He votes well for us, doesn't he? He always seems to. Yes, all that is going on. And while we are doing this, we have been doing some gold silver analysis. Gold silver analysis against Amazon, gold silver analysis against copper, gold silver analysis against oil. We've been doing some updating and reminding you that if it was a commodity bull, all commodities would go up. We gave you the anti-fiats and we said it's the monetizable commodities that are difficult to get. And I tell you, I prefer difficult to dig out with a hole in the ground, can't come out faster than 1%, than the alleged digital only 21 million of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is still one of the good guys in the story and is part of the anti-fiat category. I just get a little nervous when I see Michael Saylor brag there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin until my friends, until the quorum that owns Satoshi's thing might say, well, we need a little more. We need to proliferate. Remember, digital scarcity isn't quite the same as physical scarcity, where lots of people have to work real hard, expend a whole bunch of energy, a whole bunch of cost to dig holes. But it's still a whole bunch better than fiat. And what is actually going on that is seeing gold and silver outperform in relative terms against copper, against Amazon. We have defanged Amazon, relying on the consumer. What a nasty head and shoulders. Round about the time that our friend David Hunter was saying 6 months, 4 to 6 months, 50 to 60% on the stock market, and we're seeing Amazon in a head and shoulders, we're seeing Nasdaq in a head and shoulders, we're going, no, Don't be chasing your 50, 60%. It ain't coming right now. Down, down, down she comes. He's still saying the same thing a better part of a year later. Amazon, my friends, relies still on the retail consumer. So of all the fangs, it is feeling pain. It is feeling some pain and misery. Why so? Because you did it. You did it. You aren't spending, you nasty boy. After you got over Christmas every day with a parcel being delivered to your door. Oh, such fun, such fun, such fun. Presents, they do arrive, but my credit card, do not show me that there bill. I will not see it. I will not see it. I will just receive manna from heaven and boxes from DHL. That is my great life and existence. Isn't it beautiful? After you got over the dopamine hit of having your one world order online retailer drop boxes on your front door, after you got over the hit and you had to start serving that credit debt and the bank started calling in notes and things started to get ugly, guess what? The novelty's worn off. They've had a 10-year super surge as everyone pivoted online, as everyone bought things at super great prices, and they destroyed your high street. They destroyed your shopping malls. They turned into better part of 46% of all online, all retail generally, including man on foot. You stop going to stores. Well, thank God. That might be slowing down. We show charts. Follow us on Twitter. You can see first seen in our community area with real head and shoulders showing that Amazon is no longer beating real money. In fact, it had head and shoulder against the dollar too, but you should see it against gold and silver, real money. Oh boy, the tide there is a changing. And for the times, you must wear the appropriate uniform. Do not go with a knight's armor, thereby scuba diving in that there sea. A bit of neoprene and a snorkel will serve you far better. You need the uniform to match your times. And if it's going to be underwater times, my friend, the scuba gear is the appropriate gear. The knight's armor to fight the good fight is not the gear for those that go into the water. No, sir. And we need to recognize the changing of the times. We need to seize new weapons, new protection, new. Change, 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 he says. You've never had it so good, I say. Build back better, I don't say. That's for sure. How are you guys doing? Post over here. Good to see Simon. Good to see Lord Humongous. Simon Durst. CNYMXN, he says. He wants us to look at the Chinese versus the Mexican peso. That's right. By the way, while you're watching, smash that like if you like an upstream, a little bit of a live stream update here as we run into the fag end of the week with a 99-year-old grandma smoking that spliff under the tree, looking so red hot. She's about to vote Labour as the non-farm payrolls come on in. Yes, you can't believe it. She's about to get busy. She's a working girl. Oh yes, oh yes. Do you want some? I don't want some. I don't want to get near it. I think it's awful. It's a big fat lie. I want silver and gold. I don't want copper. I don't want oil. I don't want any of those just yet. They'll come back on the great proliferation. But first, my friends, a little bit of double D, you provide the E. That's right. Demand destruction event is on the way. That's right. That's what we say. Because how else does oil and copper underperform, but gold and silver go up? You have a money confidence problem, friends. A money confidence problem. Seize the central banks. Dump those amazing treasuries. We have a spike on the short term rates at the moment. Everybody prepared. Everybody prepared. Oh dear, oh dear. A spike on the short term. That means people are expecting down, down, down. A spike on the yields on the short term. People are expecting it to turn down. That's right. And of course, we have this great yield curve inversion, the leading indicator that has been telling us, which is why we have been demand destruction focused and saying, watch out now. After the highs of the oil call at 129, go see our macro oil link. It's in the details below. Go book a non-farm live trading day tomorrow, our live trading day for the labor data numbers, 1.5 hours of, you guessed it, the traditional markets, followed by, after a short break, the crypto markets for an hour and a half, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the tokens, top 10, top 15, what's going down, what you should be in, what you shouldn't be in, what you should be accumulating, what you should be investing in, what you could trade with leverage if you dared and had the skill sets. Gold and silver is the main theme, though. Anti-fiat particularly, which will include Bitcoin, the God markets of scarcity. are going to win out in a money confidence era. The holy trinity of the satanic church. That's right, debt. You guessed it, along with compound interest, of course, which is borrowing fiat into existence, number two, all intermediated to you via the banking system. Those three, my friends, are withering. The DNA on their spike proteins is a withering indeed. They are a tumbling and getting weak in the knees. They are suffering from sudden death syndrome. Ah, here we go. Oh dear, this is terrible. Did they take their vaccine? I don't know. This is outrageous. How could they not? I mandated it. I told them. Stress tests, stress tests, stress tests. Oh dear, they didn't listen. The lying bastards. Who could have guessed it? Who would have thunk it? They kept on keeping on. You know how it goes. Socialize the losses on the taxpayer. They are the patsies, aka you. That's right. And capitalize the profits. $1 million bonuses, $1 million bonuses, $500 million packages for the CEO. He's taking great responsibilities on his chest. He deserves to be paid about 100,000 times more than a man who puts in a solid day of labor. Surely this is true. Surely this is honest. Surely this is not the inversion, perversion as brought to you by the Talmudic doctrine that have the overproliferation of the wrong kind of people that are all out to stuff you. No, surely not. That's not how it goes. That would be outrageous. It would be racist. It would be anti-Semitic. It would be all sorts of things. We can't do that. We won't ever say that. No. But gold and silver is the real money, my friends. And suddenly banking shares aren't great. Banking shares aren't great. They aren't doing so great. In fact, the big ones, the whale sharks, the owners of the Fed, thanks to some policies brought about by the Fed, are gobbling them all up, hoovering them up like plankton. But guess what? That just moves the problem. The beggars, the vagrants are being killed outside the walls of the great city, but the barbarians are at the gates, my friend, and they are a thumping and a banging. They are called truth. They call truth against proliferation. The proliferation of debt, which is due to fail. That sees all the other nation states that are holding USD treasuries dump them. Yes, they may get a bid in a little bit of fear on the treasuries by the dumb institutions and a few of people hovering in the money markets. Guess who will provide the supply? Russia. China will offer you their treasuries for sale and convert it into gold. Convert it into gold. That's right. Even the yuan has having a gold convertible Saudi Dubai, 3 different places where you can convert your yuan into gold. Now that's a better deal. Try take your dollar notes to the bank and say, I'll take the gold, please, sir. Here's your piece of green paper. I'll take the gold, please, sir. See what they say to you. See how it goes. See how it goes. Just a thought, just an idea. You know me, I'm full of ideas. Full of ideas. Some of them good, some of them bad. But I tell you one thing that's not going away, and that is true, real money. And currency, the fiat that is borrowed into existence, the third leg of the stool, is another great failing. And it doesn't mean the euro and the yuan is your solution. That is running to kiss the next leper after smooching the American one. I tell you, they will all disease you. Yes, indeed, you will get an itch in all sorts of awkward places you will not want. I say stay clean. Stay clear of the unclean. There is a shiny yellow bar that is your friend and will see no itch befall you in any part of your anatomy. There is a shiny silver bar that will make you smile and gleam. Indeed, his name is XAG and XAU. They are friends for life. Bury them in a hole in 100 years, assuming you didn't talk too much, they'll still be there. No rust, no mold, no right sizing down. No chips, no dinks, no slices, no trimming of the edge. No, sir, they stand still for you. We are finished with the era. We are finished with the era for the search of yield. We've searched for yield so high and so far. We have flown with the eagles. We have stalked the jungle in the name of finding yield. Give me yield. We have bought houses up to millions of dollars for that little tiny rental check that comes at the end of the month. We have bought bonds to virtually 0% return. That's right, we have searched and invested and plowed our hard-earned capital in the name of yield for 40 goddamn years. They are so hyper-valued, those assets, for the eeny-tweeny, pitsy little piddly yield that is so little pippy small compared to the inflation that is meeting you in the face. And there, back there, my friends, the non-yielders, as Buffett says, useless gold and useless silver. What has it done? Now interestingly, it yields nothing. But while the capital invested in that their property market now correcting, that commercial real estate in New York. Oh, how I long to own a mega building in New York. Oh dear, how its value does collapse. How no one will work there no more. They tired of having BLM rearrange their rear view mirror on their Lamborghini. They're tired of being mugged and robbed at the reception hall. They're tired. Why are they tired? Are they racist? Are they goddamn bastards? How dare they? They should show up and work in the cities that have been constructed for this purpose. No, they are not. And the asset is falling down. Oh dear, how can this be? How can it be, I say? It is a disgusting thing. Short the commercial property into the ground. The capital prices will fall so far, your piddly little yield will mean absolutely nothing. They will fall by 50, 60, 70%. They will demolish some of those buildings to give you your future AirPods, where you will live in your 10G city, masturbating in nothing more than a sunbed that is your coffin hotel for the rest of your days with your virtual reality goggles on. No, sir, not for me, I say. I choose the jungle. I choose the sea. I choose the sky. That is me. Yes. What can I say? I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. I am laughing my way through this inversion, perversion, Talmudic bastard's performance. I am chuckling and chuckling as I see every playbook being ripped asunder from the book as they tick every box of perversion and inversion. And I say, not for me, say I. It seems that I am out of Dr. Seuss's book, Sam I Am. How could I not be? It is such a racist tome. Green eggs and ham, I say. Green eggs and ham. So here we are, my good friends. Do you wish to join us for a lovely look at the beautiful world and the fake number that they will throw to us tomorrow? Do you wish to join us? Do you wish to join us in this proliferation shell game that is falling apart, popping at the seams, I say, popping at the seams? Do you wish to assess the beauty of the silver and gold market on multiple cross assets? Take a deep drag on that spliff. Say no to the 99-year-old granny working girl under the palm tree, I say, and join me in a world in pursuit of freedom, real money, building wealth in reset times. That is it, my friends. Build wealth in reset times. Stay away from these sagas that are unrolling exactly as we have warned and foretold. Stay away as the banking system collapses. Have no fiat therein, as we have spoken for 3, 5, 10 years. 15 years I've been saying this day will come. It comes slowly, my friends, and then very fast. Oh dear. Hemingway is in the room. Hemingway has joined me on the balcony. Ernest himself will choose the jungle, will choose the sea, and fly in the sky with me, rather than enter this inversion, perversion world that is being proliferated against you and against me. I say, join me, friends. Freedom thou shalt seek. The truth, the great truth of a bar of gold and silver that will not cheat upon you in proliferation ways. This are the times, these are the days, my beautiful friends. And now I will scurry on to the top floor and have a little workout, and off to bed I shall go. Fresh like a daisy I shall wake up to regale you with stories of the great charts and what they tell me. Because therein lies the truth, not that which you hear, not that which they say, my friends. Until next time, share and proliferate, and I will see you again. And click the link. Book your live trading day with the market sniper. Build wealth in these crazy times, I say, for it will serve you well with all that you will need to purchase in Bolshevik times. Till next time, I salute you. Goodbye.